Hi, it's me, Law, from Law Says. Well, back from the hospital. I actually did get out on Sunday. That would have been, well, today is the 18th, and it's Wednesday, so a few days ago I got out. I actually had my surgery almost 1 week ago. Tomorrow will be 1 week, and I did go for a follow-up visit with my doctor yesterday, and I am doing pretty well. Now, I just wanted to go over some of the hospital things because anybody that's thinking about having this done or just wants to listen to me because I'm really funny, I just wanted to go over what happened at the hospital a little bit. So I had to be there at 5:45 in the morning, and I pretty much was under the knife at about 8:30. So it was a really good experience because I didn't feel anything. I was sleeping. Yeah. So I remember waking up and I remember asking for the nurse, give me pain meds. And she was like, okay. And she came over and like stuck a shot in my IV. By the way, yeah, that's where the first IV was. It's a little brutal and I'm sorry about that. But overall experience was pretty good. Like I said, I started my entire weight loss adventure at 187, 53 years old. And as of today, I'm going to tell you what my weight is when we're done. So I woke up from the surgery. I had a little bit of pain. It wasn't too bad. They kept me very comfortable. And my boyfriend was there, and I really don't remember talking to him. He said I was being very silly. So they had me on some good shit. Yeah. Anyway, so I was supposed to go home the next day, which was Friday, but what happened was I ran into a complication. Apparently, they were telling me my hemoglobins were low. So I think they're supposed to be between 11 and 15, and my count was coming up as like 8.8 or 8.9, something like that. So they wanted to keep me an extra night. So I was okay with that, you know. I was comfortable for the most part because they kept, giving me Dilaudid, I think it was called. And I was on order to have it every 2 hours. And I really don't think I needed it every 2 hours at that point. I was having some discomfort, but not a lot of pain at all. I mean, if I could take it, anybody could take it. So, the nurses were incredible at Mather Hospital in Port Jeff, New York. If I ever get sick and need an ambulance, I told my boyfriend, I said, listen, don't have the ambulance bring me to any place else but Mather from now on, because I really fell in love with the staff that were there. My doctors were amazing. Dr. Algawala, Dr. Ahmad, Dr. Jason Arellano, who was my personal doctor in the hospital, and Dr. Corpy as well. They were wonderful. So I'm in the hospital. I'm asking for meds every few minutes or whatever. No, just kidding. I wasn't. I wish. But I didn't want to get addicted, because oh good. That's my cat coughing up a hairball. Now? Really? Must you? Oh, anytime. She actually doesn't really cough them up. But anyway, so my hospital visit was great. And then Saturday, they did my blood again, and it still was not going up. Actually, it went down a little bit. So they wanted to keep me Saturday night, too. Now I'm going a little bit stir crazy because I want to get out of there. The nurses there were so great, but of course they were saying, do you really need the Dilaudid? I mean, you also have an order for Tylenol IV. And I'm like, fine, give me the Tylenol. But then, if the pain got a little bit bad, then, I mean, at night, I think I really wanted to rest well because now I'm starting to get antsy. It's snowing out. I did have a really great view, and I had my own room at the hospital. I mean, I felt like a star. So Saturday I was a little bit crazy because they have these things on your legs that go shh, 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 and it's, for circulation. So I kept trying to take them off, but they kept busting me. And then they kept making me walk. And I could walk fine. That wasn't the problem. It was those disgusting, horrible hospital gowns. So here I am strolling along with my friend, my IV thing. I called him Herman. my friend rolling along, walking, and I'm holding the back of my gown because I don't want it to open up because nobody wants to see that. Not yet, anyway. Soon. Although I'm not a porn person or anything like that, which just not my thing. It's kind of, yeah, no. Yeah, so I'm bringing Herman along, and of course, it's a local hospital. So I start seeing people that I know. I see some guy that I knew like 20 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? In my hospital gown, and my friend Herman strolling along, holding my back, so that my ass doesn't like come popping out. And he's like, oh, you look really good. I'm like, really? Really? I look good? Anyway, he's a nurse, so he probably sees people at their worst, and maybe I did look good to him only. Anyway, so yeah, that sucked. Getting up and walking really wasn't a problem. I wasn't in much pain, but at night I wanted my Dilaudid. I did not want to hear a nurse even bringing the word Tylenol up. I was just like, give me my Dilaudid. But I was afraid of an addiction, so I kind of like spread it out. But I rested well at night. And then Sunday morning they came and they did my blood again. And they told me that my blood count went up to, my hemoglobins went up to about 8.9. So I was like, oh no. I had to wait for the doctor to come in. And the doctor came in and he actually told me I was going home. He said, it went up a little bit, but I still want you to walk at home. I want you to do everything that you're supposed to be doing. Start your protein shake, start stage 1 diet, which is liquids, so I can have beef broth jello, chicken broth, sugar-free iced tea, sugar-free Italian ices, actually, Luigi's Italian ices. Anything that's like clear liquids, but not overboard. And I was tolerating food pretty well. I mean, well, not really food, but liquid. I was tolerating pretty well. And then I started seeing how many commercials come on with hamburgers. Hamburgers is like my favorite food ever. I was like starting to have regrets. I was like, did I do the right thing? I can't have a hamburger for like a month maybe. And if I can, then I can have maybe one bite. I'm not really sure, but I was kind of not really having regrets, but kind of like, did I do the right thing? Anyway, now, okay, it is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. It is January 18th? Yeah, January 18th. And I have lost 16.2 pounds, okay? So that's from the 6th of January when I first started my pre-surgical diet. So I'm happy. Like, I'm really, really happy. I know that I'm on my way to like a better, healthier, wonderful life, and I'm excited. I'm excited on my adventure. And I found that if I smell food, I kind of like want it. But then as soon as I make my beef broth or my chicken broth, it's so aromatic. I've been using herb ox or herb ox, herb, tomato, herb ox, and it's very aromatic. Like as soon as I smell it, I like want it. And then when I start eating it, it is so good. Like I never thought I would love beef broth or chicken broth so much, but I do. And I love having tea, and I used to hate sweet and low, but I'm allowed to have like one sweet and low in it. And it's so sweet. It's so good. Like it just goes around my mouth and my taste buds, and the aroma is so wonderful. And I put my nail polish back on. I'm kind of myself. Now today my son is picking me up and we're going for a ride because don't tell anybody. Oh, I can't even say it because God forbid I let a secret out. Anyway, he's coming to take me for a ride. I'll tell you in a couple days when things are all set and done, then I can tell you the big secret. But part of my weight loss adventure has something to do with this secret in a roundabout way. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to put some makeup on in a couple days, and come back and do a little bit of a little video, whatever. But I'm showering okay. I'm doing okay. I went to the doctor and I'm okay. So I'm just a little stir crazy, like laying in my bed, but whatever. It all comes with the territory, right? So listen, love you guys, and if you subscribe, great. If you don't, that's okay. I'm kind of doing this for myself to hold myself accountable. So have a great day, and I will be back really soon to talk to you because I got a few things that I'm going to be trying along the way, and makeup tips, and I'm trying to get this 53-year-old face to a 53-year-old body to look like maybe 20 years younger. That's my goal. See if I can do it. See you later. Have a great day.